What's up guys, have you ever heard of Repost by SoundCloud? Yeah, a lot of people don't know what that is, but that's SoundCloud's distribution service. So SoundCloud now allows you to distribute your music directly from the platform. So you don't need to go to other platforms like Distrokid or CD Baby or TuneCore. You can just do it right from the platform itself. It also allows you to customize the cover art for all your tracks on SoundCloud. So you no longer have the gray background on your track. You can now have a cover art. It also allows you to put a featured profile on your banner cover, and also your banner cover can now be turned into a clickable link. But I'm gonna take you through the entire platform of Repost by SoundCloud. There's 8 main features. I'm gonna take you through every single one. So let's get into it right now. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Every week I upload a new video about music marketing, so to be updated, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. So first of all, in order to use Repost by SoundCloud, you either have to have a Pro Unlimited account or you have to pay $30 a year to use the service. So if you look right here, you'll see that there's 2 different types of Repost by SoundCloud. There's a Repost by SoundCloud, and then there's also a Repost Select. Repost Select gives you a lot more features, which includes funding opportunities, release planning, and artist marketing, as well as account management. The regular Repost by SoundCloud is distribution, monetization, playlist pitching, and split pay. You can continue to read on and look at all the difference between it, but I'm gonna jump right in and show you guys how to actually use Repost by SoundCloud. I do want to point out that I use Distrokid a lot for my distribution, and to use Distrokid to release your music yearly only costs $20. However, to use SoundCloud Pro Unlimited, that's $12 a month. So you're comparing $20 to $144 a year. So right off the bat, Distrokid for me wins because it's more affordable and you can do pretty much the same exact things as Repost by SoundCloud. So when you first log into Repost by SoundCloud, you have 8 features. You have distribution, SoundCloud monetization, YouTube content ID, split pay, earnings, analytics, promotions, smart links, and pre-saves. I'm gonna go through each and every one, and I'm gonna show you guys how to use all of these features. So first, you go to distribution. Distribution is when you want to release your own music. I actually went in and created a release. As you see, it's in review. So if you click on it, it shows you that all the information that I inputted. It shows you the record label, the genre, the name of the track. You can select where you want to release it. So you can release to Shazam, to Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Amazon Music. And if you look right here, it says distributions of releases into SoundCloud is coming soon. In the meantime, you'll be able to make sure these tracks are uploaded to your SoundCloud manually ahead of your release date. So it also allows you to preview your track, and it gives you the options to split the pay. So if you have multiple people on the track, you can split between all parties. So let's actually create a new release. I'll just walk you guys through it. So first and foremost, you have to either upload a track or select the track from SoundCloud. So when you do select the track from SoundCloud, the first thing it says is changes you make to this track in this flow will not apply to the track on SoundCloud. So that means whatever you do here won't affect what actually happens on the track in SoundCloud. First, you select it, and then it gives you another pop-up that says you have to upload it in WAV format for it to actually work. If you don't, then they give you the option to convert it yourself, or they will convert it for you. So in this case, I'm just gonna click keep the file, and then you click next, and then you go to details. This is where you enter the genre. It took me a little while the first time to find techno because that was my genre, but techno's in dance. And then you drop down and it's in techno. You also have the options of putting your own release date. Also the record label name. If you don't have a record label name or record label you sign it to, you just put your regular name, and then you can upload a photo of the album. So I didn't have a photo for it, so I quickly made one in Canva, and it has to be 3000 by 3000 pixel. Then you click next. Then you get to choose all the platforms that you want to release the music on. Once you choose all the platforms you want to release the song on, you just click next. And then it says profile mapping. Now this is where you connect your Spotify, your Apple Music, and also your Twitch account. So I'm gonna go to add profile, and then I choose, so then yeah, you can click on the actual profile and it shows you what the accounts are, because sometimes, depending if there's multiple artists with the same name, they will list all the artists with that name, and you have to go through it and verify which one is actually used. So I clicked one, and you can also create a new profile, and then you click confirm. And then you go to split pay. So in split pay, this is where you're able to add other contributors to the song. So if you have another artist you collaborated with, this is where you can add them. So you can click edit. So yeah, you add their SoundCloud profile, then it pulls out their SoundCloud profile, and then you can split the pay however you want. So for any sales that you do make, it'll be split between you and the other artists. Then you can click next, and then you click next, and then it gives you one last review of everything before you submit it to the stores. Now the second feature is SoundCloud monetization. So in SoundCloud monetization, you have to choose the channel. I believe you can manage multiple channels now in SoundCloud, but yeah, you can choose the artist page that you're using. And then there's actually 3 different tabs on the top. There's track, there's banner, clicks through, there's featured profiles. I'm gonna walk you guys through all of those. So when I was doing this the first time, what had happened was I had all my tracks already monetized on the actual SoundCloud profile, but you have to also monetize it on Repost by SoundCloud. So you have to do it on both. And once you do it on Repost, it's no longer going to be monetized on SoundCloud, I believe, because that's what it says. It says if you request to monetize a track that is already monetized under SoundCloud Premiere, Repost by SoundCloud will handle monetization to the track for you moving forward. So I believe that means that if your track was monetized on SoundCloud, it's no longer going to be monetized on the SoundCloud platform, or instead it's going to be monetized on Repost by SoundCloud. So yeah, in this section you have the option to scroll through and actually pick the tracks and submit for monetization. Once you submit for monetization, you have to fill in the track title, you have to fill in the name of the contributor, and you also have to put in the ISRC code. And basically that is every time you distribute a music, so for example on Beatport, they give you a ISRC code that all the stores use to identify this track. So if you don't have one, you just click no, and then you put not explicit, and then you put the label name, and you do have rights to use this track or to monetize this track. You have to put your artist name there, and if you had a featured artist like a singer, you just put featured artist, right? And then the format of the song, because I keep getting an error message here, you have to put it like this so stores can identify that it's a singer. So this is the format that you have to put it in if you have like a featured artist. And then you click submit, and then it will take a few minutes actually, and they get back to you pretty fast. They approve pretty fast. Now if you wanted to add a track art, which I think is really cool, you just click add track art. However, to access this feature, you need at least one track be monetized on SoundCloud, and 2, you must have at least one approved distribution release with Apple Music and Spotify as release partners. And it gives you the option to create a release. Again, I'm not gonna do that, so this is something I'm not able to do right now, so I'm not able to show you guys. But Here's an example. So if you look here, his track's cover art is customized. And that's what it does. Track art, it customizes it and allows you to put an image behind it. So people who use Repost by SoundCloud no longer has just a regular white or gray background. You're now able to customize it, so you're able to stand out a lot more. And that's one really good benefit of Repost. So banner click-through is basically turning your banner into a website link. And let's use the same profile, and look, if I click on that profile, it takes me to their Facebook page. That's pretty cool as well, to be able to do that and send people to another website. So it could be your Instagram, or it could be any site for you. I think that's really, really cool. So you could do that in Repost as well. And the other thing you could do in Repost is feature profiles. So if right on the right bottom corner of the banner, you have the ability to feature other profiles. So you can feature a bunch of artists on your profile, so you're growing and they're growing. I think that's pretty dope as well. So that's a cool feature for a Repost. So now let's go to YouTube Content ID. So basically YouTube Content ID is if anyone was to play your music on YouTube, YouTube will go and collect royalty from that person playing your song and give it to you. If you go to YouTube Content ID, you can search for by title or ISRC code. And as you see, I don't have anything enabled right now, but if I wanted to, I'd click enable, I click I understand, I agree, and submit. Now, if anyone plays this song on YouTube, I will get royalties or payment for it. So next on the list is split pay. So in split pay, this is where you're able to split the royalties for all your tracks. So I have all these tracks that I'm monetizing right now. And as you see earlier when I mentioned that you should put your artist name as the main artist, I accidentally put my real name as the main artist, and as a result, now it's like this. I don't know yet what this actually means, but I accidentally did that. If I wanted to enable a split, I can enable split, and I go in and type in the profiles, right? Or I can edit split and add other artists to it. I could delete artists, add other artists, I could change the percentage. So that's how you manage and modify royalty splits between you and other artists. So earnings, this is basically where all your earnings will be listed. I have not monetized anything on Repost by SoundCloud as yet, so it doesn't show any earnings, but I can imagine that this is where all the earnings will be. So if you made $10, $20, $30, it shows you $10, $20, $30. Then you have analytics. I don't have any releases yet to see in analytics, but this is where your analytics would play. They are going to add a Spotify analytics profile section, but they do not have it currently. So they just direct you to the Spotify for Artists page. So you also have the opportunity to pitch your music to some Spotify playlists and SoundCloud playlists. So in the playlist section or in the promotion section, you can pitch your music to all of these playlists. All you have to do is press submit, and then you choose the song, and then you pick finish. Track must be monetized on SoundCloud Repost. All right, so I don't have it reposted. I don't have it monetized yet on Repost, so I can't do this. So you can also pitch to other stores. So you also have SoundCloud official playlists. So you can come in here, you can pitch one of your songs to a playlist. So again, let me try this. The selected release must be distributed to both Apple Music and Spotify. Also, the selected track must have a release date of less than 2 weeks from now. All right, well, I can't do that. And SoundCloud Planner, I'm gonna cover that in another video, but when I do cover it, I'm gonna have it linked right here, so you can go and check out that video when it is ready. And last but not least, there's smart links. So with smart links, you can go and, let me actually show you an example of smart links, how they look. Okay, so this is an example of a smart link. It's basically a link that has all the sites that contain your music on it. So SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and it also gives them the ability to download. If you click download, if the person downloads it and clicks SoundCloud, they automatically follow your SoundCloud profile. So if they choose to download on Spotify, it automatically follows you and saves your track to their library. So now a pre-save link is basically a link that allows people to pre-save your music before it comes out. So I went ahead and created a link real quick just to show you guys. And this is how it looks. Now, if you want to create a campaign yourself, you have two options. You can create a smart link or a pre-save campaign. So in a smart link, either one, you can click either one. In a smart link, you can either create from an existing release or you just do it manually. So if you click manual, you have to put in a track name, artist name, a release date, and then you get to choose what links you want to be on that page. And then you get to upload the download. Once someone downloads your track, it automatically follows, reposts, likes your track on SoundCloud, and follows and saves your track on Spotify as well as Apple Music. So you'd have to upload a track, and that gives them the ability to download it. Then you just review it and press submit, and then you're done. Now, if you wanted to create a pre-save campaign, it's pretty much the same thing. You just create manually, and you put the track name, artist name, you upload a cover art, release date, and an ISRC code. And then your track is good to go. Then you're able to now start sending people those links, and people can either pre-save your track or they can download it and listen to it on other platforms. All right, and that's it, guys. So let me know what you guys actually think about Repost by SoundCloud. Would you use it? Do you recommend using it? Let me know in the comments below. I do think it's really awesome that SoundCloud is starting to offer these services to artists, and it's starting to allow artists to monetize from their music. So that's a really good thing, and as they develop, it will become a lot more seamless and a lot easier for artists to actually start making money from their music. If you found value from this video, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel.